Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to Everyday Spice with More, the podcast where we have real, raw, and relatable conversations. And I'm your host, Mo. And today, mm, I, want, I want us to talk about something that's been sitting on my chest for a while. Plus, it's raining and it's like the perfect time to record this. It's one of those questions that hit differently depending on where you are in your life. And the question is, can you heal while you're hustling? Like, can you really heal, or do you just need a break from hustling so that you can heal? Or can you do both of, can both of them fit in the same space? Like, can you really, really heal? No, I'm talking about showing up to work every day, building a business, or maybe you're a student going to school, or maybe you're the one who is taking care of the family, or you're like a virtual assistant replying mails and you don't have time, you're cooking all non-stop, or just even pretending for social media, pretending to be okay on social media. All of those stuff. Can you heal while you're at it? Because if I'm being honest, there are days I feel like I'm breaking, I'm building at the same time. I can feel drained and I feel like I'm also building at the same time. It's like I'm draining, but yeah, I want to climb up this career ladder. Oh, I'm mentally drained, but at the same time, I want to. Um, I feel like I need this to push forward. You know, like that thing. You know, when you be like, like some people be like, as far as it pays the bills, you're sure, but you're like draining. So, because at days I feel like that, and so that's what I want to talk about today. I want us to have this conversation, heart to heart, no shakara. And I hope it inspires someone, and I hope we all learn and you guys will give me feedback. Okay, let's start about what healing is, because healing is not something smooth. It's not like a straight line. It's not always soft music. It's not always journaling and scented candles, because sometimes healing is just ugly crying in the bathroom during lunch break. I've had those kind of moments where I just feel very overwhelmed and I just go to the office bathroom, cry my eyes, wash my face, and come back and smile. Sometimes healing is ugly crying, like I say. Sometimes it's just going home after a long day and sitting in silence because your heart is too tired to speak. And sometimes this is the hard truth. You have to keep moving on. You need to keep grinding even when you're not okay. Yeah, because you might not feel like going to work. You feel like your mental health, your whole body is not ready, but you know that, like I said, you have to pay bills, so you have to just keep moving, even when your rent is due. There are deadlines. Responsibilities don't just pause because you're hurting. You just have to keep at it. But here's the thing: just because you're still showing up doesn't mean you're not healing. I know they tell us that we always have to be strong, we have to push, we have to rise and grind, no this up, sleep is for the weak, majima song. And healing is on the other side, is telling you rest, feel, breathe, reflect, be. So how do you just reconcile both? How do you put them together? The hustle is like take it till you make it, don't sleep, keep pushing, and all. And healing is saying, hey, you need to rest, you need to breathe in, you need to meditate, you need to feel, you need to reflect. And that's where like the big tension comes in. And we don't always find the right balance, like the perfect balance for both. Sometimes we might find that rhythm, but we don't always find the perfect balance. But here's my own perspective or my own truth. I've, I've learned that. I've learned over the years. I've learned that some seasons eating looks like slowing down, even just a little bit. Like it might be 5 minutes in the morning where you just breathe in, breathe out before you start your day. Sometimes when I'm at work, I just plug in my AirPods, listen to a meditation song, breathe in and breathe out. Yeah, I'm trying to grind, but I'm telling myself, Moi, pause, pause and breathe in and breathe out and give yourself a break. Because if you don't give yourself a break, your body will ask of it, and God forbid we hear people drop dead because of stress, because of they are not healing their body. They are trying to make it, but at the same time they are hurting themselves. And in Nigeria, where you don't even have that time, especially when they will say, "Yeah, I can even as a Nigerian, you can't be depressed," and people are struggling mentally, but the system doesn't really embrace it. But I thank God that we are beginning to see the light that people go through. Some people are exhausted. So that's something I do. And if you're someone that like you have gigs, you have clients, and you understand that you need to pay bills, but I used to tell someone, like a friend of mine, that I understand that you can't rest enough, but don't be surprised that this money you're getting, you use everything in the hospital because you're not giving yourself a chance to heal, to breathe, to to calm the chaos. When you be like, Mo, there's a lot of bills. I'm like, if you don't do that, the money you get from these gigs you're getting, you use it to sort out the money. You instead of you enjoying it for yourself, you start using it for medications. And what's not the point of it? So sometimes I know sometimes some people are into like they can't give themselves break when they feel like they feel guilty giving themselves this big break. But you can give yourself time when you feel like when you feel like your body is like you're not healing and you feel like you need a break, you can say no to an extra day because peace of mind is more important than the money at that time. And maybe it's crying after a long day instead of swallowing your feelings and calling it. Because sometimes I do that. When I'm exhausted, I could journal or I could record myself and I'll cry ugly, see how I feel, say, listen to that, and I feel very better. Like, instead of me saying, oh, I'm strong, oh, no, let me not do this, I do it. Again, healing isn't always like loud, it's often quiet, it's gentle, and sometimes it happens in the background of our hustle. So, can we hustle and heal at the same time? Here's my own answer: yes, but it's not in a way the word define hustle. Because yes, you can heal while building, but you have to be intentional. You have to choose softness in a world that rewards burnout. I remember one time we finished work and we were waiting for the estate shuttle to take us out of the estate. And I noticed that a lot of people were looking at a particular direction, and we just saw that they took someone out of the office in another company. They took someone out of their office and they were trying to put them in the car and they were going. And I was beginning to wonder, like I was wondering what was going on. So, while we're waiting for shuttle, Some of his colleagues came to meet us, and I overheard a conversation where they said they were talking to the man. The man usually leaves the office, let me say 5:36. He doesn't stay, but they noticed that I left the office, I think 6:30 or 7 that day. So they were, I can't remember the time, but they said they kept talking to me and he kept smiling. Like, oh, Mr. Someone, why you not leaving? He was just smiling, and they were wondering why is he just smiling. So, but some people didn't pay attention because they were like, "Oh, maybe he has to do something." They kept talking to him, but he was having a stroke. He couldn't talk. He couldn't say anything. He couldn't move. He couldn't. So what they are saying as a smile was a cry for help. And they were like, "This man has overworked himself." They were complaining. He's the best staff and all of this stuff. But they were still saying, he wants to kill himself for someone else's job. You can see. And that's the truth. If that man's life was taken that day, if he died that day, not like his life was taken, yeah. But you get what I mean? He would have been, oh, the best staff and all, and he would still be replaced. So when your body is telling you to rest, I think, yes, choose softness in the world that rewards burnout. It was someone, it took someone who was very observant to notice that this man is not, yes, been smiling like for like this for 10 to 20 minutes, something wrong, and they found out that he couldn't move his body and they had to rush him to the hospital. I'm glad someone saw that, but imagine if everybody just didn't care. So yes, you have to check in on yourself, check on not just your checklist, not like your to do list every day. Check on yourself. You have to be okay with going slow when the world is screaming. Move fast. Slow living is one of the best things that can happen to you. Take it one step at a time because there's no point running fast if you're headed towards emotional collapse. So let me tell you what's okay. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to change your mind. It's really okay for you not to be 100% all the time. It's okay to say no. It's okay to reject things like offers that you know might kill you. Yeah, it comes with a good deal. It's okay to reject offers, to say I need to rest. It's okay to rest even if the work isn't done yet. Your worth is not your work rate. Your healing matters. Your health matters. Your heart matters. You matter even when you're not producing. So don't give yourself a break. You see some people go for vacations and rest, or some people put up their phones every like is it 3 times in a they go quarterly, and you be thinking, oh, they have monetization on Netflix. No, they're trying to recharge, refill, they're trying to rejuvenate, they're trying to help themselves, trying to do things that their body is telling them that they need at that time. So please, you might not have the luxury for vacations, you might not have all what you or like luxurious stuff, but you have your home where you can rest. Silent the noise, put your phone on airplane mode, rest, watch the movie, read a book, relax, stay with yourself. And if you feel like it's friends that makes you or family, go to your family, recharge, spend quality time, avoid socials media, avoid, just spend quality and heal, recharge. You'll be surprised how much you will do. But as I'm trying to say that hustling and healing can happen. Don't neglect one for one. Don't heal too much that you don't hustle, and don't hustle too much that you forget to heal. Before I go, I'll leave you with this. If you're in a season of hustle, I see you. If you're in a season of healing, I see you. And if you're also trying to do both imperfectly, clumsily like me, quietly, yeah, I can be quiet and I can be clumsy. I would just say give yourself a round of applause because that's strength, that's courage, and that's beautiful. So, yes, hustling while healing, or healing while hustling is hard, but it is not impossible. You're not behind, you're not lazy, you're not broken, you're just becoming who you are. You're becoming, you're discovering yourself, and that is enough. You should be proud of yourself. Yeah, if you're doing this together, I salute you. You're showing us strength, and that is enough. Even though when it looks or it seems hard, but that is enough. You should be proud of yourself. And those who are hustling and not healing, find time to heal. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. And if this spoke to your soul, please share it to someone who needs it. Leave me a review, send me a DM, or better still, tell me how you're healing while you're hustling. Catch you next time. And until then, be kind to yourself. You deserve it. I love you so much, and we're available on all. You can just watch us on YouTube, and we're available on all podcast platform. And I'm also on Instagram at Everyday Spice with Mo. Send me a DM, and I really appreciate it. I love you guys.